Hi, I'm Kenny. I'm here today with some writing examples. Now, what qualifies me to give you advice about writing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I just read a lot and I've been told that I'm a judgmental son of a bitch. Currently, I'm writing a fantasy trilogy with over 6 points of view. POVs. And one of the things I get complimented on by critique partners and beta readers is voice. But what is voice? Voice is one of those elusive, vague writing terms that people struggle to define or explain, but you know it when you see it. I'm not much of a teacher, so I'm not going to go into a long, vague explanation. Rather, I'm just going to show you what voice looks like to me. I feel like once I finally publish this book, it's going to be like a Jenna Moretti or Megalator situation. People are going to be like, wow, you give writing advice and your book is trash. And to that I say, bold of you to assume that I'm ever going to get my shit together and actually publish anything. I've taken a photo of my kitchen and I'm going to write a paragraph of description for it. Here's the photo. All I ask is that you don't judge me. I didn't choose this. The boomers did. In this first writing sample, I'm going to describe the kitchen objectively. No voice, just description. The cabinetry was dated, stained dark. Large beige tiles lined the floor, a trash bin conveniently located at the end of the alley. Many fridge magnets adorned the black fridge and towels hung from the handle of the matching oven. There were no dishes in the sink, nor trash in the bin, yet the room felt busy. Your eyes are probably glazing over. My eyes are glazing over, and I wrote this shit. This is a boring-ass description. It's a ChatGPT description, if you will. I've described the visual elements objectively. Nobody can really argue that. But I'm not trying to say anything or have any opinion about the elements in question. Let's be honest, we've all seen a kitchen. I hope, right? So this isn't bringing anything relevant to the story that the reader couldn't have pieced together on their own. They can fill in the image in their mind with any old kitchen, because the way that the kitchen looks doesn't really matter. Now I'm going to describe the kitchen from the POV of one of my characters named Dawn. Dawn is basically a Karen. She's a dainty, gorgeous, pearl-clutching, hoity-toity, we do not speak to the pores type of person. So here's the same kitchen described from Dawn's point of view. The kitchen was a mess. Tiles scuffed with dirt, unvacuumed of crumbs, cracked and ready for an ant invasion. The counters a cheap white laminate, chipped and cluttered with trinkets, flaking paint. Homemade witchcraft concoctions perched in jars. None of the dishes matched, and the cabinetry drawers hung crooked on their last functional hinges. Dawn wrapped her arms around herself and thought, honestly, how can human beings live like this? This is a much more interesting description because it tells you something about the character. This woman is a judgmental Karen who is not accustomed to living in affordable apartment complexes. One can assume, based off of this description alone, that Dawn's kitchen is an open floor plan, granite countertop, stainless steel, spotless, everything pre-sliced, ice straight from the fridge type of kitchen. She is not a hard ass, she is not adaptable, and as a reader, I'm engaged, because now I want to see this character have to face a real-life serious situation. She's not going to take it well, and I want to see that. Now I'm going to describe the kitchen from the POV of one of my other characters named Josh. Josh is not the brightest. He's 16, chronically ill, really into climbing, running, athletics, arguably too nice for his own good. But we love him, very lovable. So here's Josh describing the kitchen. When I go to the kitchen, everything is kind of white and black, which is boring. Except the magnets on the fridge. All kinds of magnets, cactuses and deserts and buffalo, in all the colors of the rainbow. There's a board there too with markers, but the board is empty, so I think I'll draw on it later. Sitting on the stove is a big wok that's so green it makes me just want to cook something in it, even though I don't really cook. I bet the food would taste good, though, being cooked in that. You can see the description here glosses over the mess and the practicality of the kitchen, instead gravitating toward the more colorful, vibrant, childish aspects of the room. He's also viewing it in a positive light because this character in general views everything in a positive light. I, as the reader, am now engaged in seeing this character's journey because if and when the story gets dire, sad, and depressing, there's going to be this light shining in the darkness. I want to see this character encounter a villain because is he going to look in the face of evil and see the colorful fridge magnets within? What am I doing with my life? Let's do one more description to really drive the point home. I'm going to describe the kitchen now from another POV character named Gemma. Gemma is the embodiment of depression. Just like me. She has been through a lot, and she will go through a lot more. She's kind of trapped in this very unpleasant situation, and it affects the way that she sees everything. She's also a bit of a assassin type character, so she might potentially view the kitchen and items therein as props in the case of an altercation. So here's Gemma's description. The kitchen is narrow and cramped, the cutlery hidden away in drawers stained dark enough to mask the original pattern of the wood. A bundle of chilies hang over the trash bin, strung up lifeless and drained. These people use a water filter, as if filtering your water can save you from the poisons of modern life. People are too concerned with what they put in their stomachs and not concerned enough with what they put in their lungs, in their minds, in their lives. A bag of potassium powder sits on the counter, leaning to one side like it wishes for nothing but to spill onto the floor. I wonder, if I took it all at once, would it be enough to stop my heart? Just beautiful. Just truly beautiful. Anyway, we've described the same picture 4 times now from 4 different perspectives. And as you can see, the descriptions are drastically different. The way that a scene is described can tell you nothing about the POV character, or it can tell you everything about the POV character. Who this person is, what their background is, and how their individual traumas and experiences have shaped the person that they are today. When you want to write a description with voice, you must ask yourself not, what does the scene look like? But rather, what does this particular character notice about the scene because of who they are as a person? My question for you is, do you like a strong voice in a novel, or do you prefer the more objective telling of a story? What type of character POV is your favorite to write? Did this video help you understand what the elusive voice is, and how to tap into it into your own writing? Leave your thoughts below. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. I plan to do more of these writing example videos, and would love your input on topics you want to see covered. As always, stay janky, and when you're taking a photo, make sure you get the barn in the back.